Do you know why, to me, the San Francisco loss was so frustrating? Do you know why it was frustrating? I'll tell you why. It's because the Eagles had their opportunities and could have won that game. But they let it slip away by their own mistakes. And that tells me one thing. They're good enough to play with the Niners. They're good enough to play with the stinky Cowboys. Yep, the Cowboy, Mr. McLean. You Americans are all alike. But this time, John Wayne doesn't walk into the sunset with Grace Kelly. Scary Cooper, asshole. Oh, Dingbat! Oh, shit! That was crazy! Happy trails, Hans. Dallas still stinks. You're my doorway, King Dingbat here, and you know what? I gotta say this. Well, first of all, let me say this. I hope each and every one of you dingbats are doing well out there. I hope you're getting ready to enjoy a great weekend. I know I am. Cannot wait. I am so excited about this week of football. Starting on Sunday with a triple header, which we're going to be doing a live stream of. Then Monday night, the big game, the colossal matchup, the Philadelphia Eagles, the team of freedom and goodness versus the satanic star, the Dallas Cowboys, the chicken sacrificing voodoo doll mother humpers, the Cowboys. We're going to go face them. This is a match of good and evil, no question about it. And I will be putting out my preview prediction video on Saturday. It will be coming out on Saturday. I'm waiting a little longer to see exactly what the injury report is going to look like. You have guys like we've all heard, Jordan Mailata, most likely he is not going to play. Now some people are going, oh, he's officially been ruled out. No, he hasn't. Most likely he will be, but there's still like a little chance. Until he's officially out, he's not officially out. That's how I see it. Even though he most likely is out. You see what I'm saying? You know, that's Dingbat logic here. Not Mark Holmes logic, Dingbat logic. Dingbat logic up here, Mark Holmes logic down here. Okay? But I will have my preview prediction video out. I just want to see who's going to be in, who's going to be out. Miles Sanders, he's limited to practice. I want to see where he is too. So Saturday will be my preview prediction video. I'm not sure when you're watching this video. It's either late Friday night or Saturday itself, but it will be out. Now, I kind of got to get some things off my chest, okay? Especially with the Eagles, especially with this whole week leading up to this game, and just the things I've heard, the things that I've been thinking about while I was sick, laying in bed, rewatching the game, you know, because it feels like a lot of people felt that air go out of the Eagles on last Sunday versus San Francisco. And that was a tough day. It was a very frustrating day. No question about it. But here's kind of how I look at this game with the San Francisco 49ers. I've watched it 3 times now. And it's hard to watch. Especially, you know, going into the second half, late in the second quarter to second half. But, you know, the way I see it is, Week 1, the Eagles go and they play the Atlanta Falcons. They dominate them on offense. They dominate them on defense. They put a good beating on them. Now, you may go, that's Atlanta. They stink. But, yeah, they do. But we had to go into Atlanta where we've struggled in the past. Even when they've stunk, they have given us problems in the past there. Yet, we went in there and handled them great. I thought it was a great game plan. I thought they played really, really good. And then that leads us to San Francisco. Now, I will admit, I underestimate how good San Francisco is. They're a lot better than I thought, and I take nothing away from them. The defense, I thought they played really, really good. They're very well coached. And, Garoppolo does enough to win. And then they got a great future with Trey Lance. So I'm not taking anything from the 49ers. But if I'm sitting there and I'm being truthful about that game, okay, the way I see it is, the Eagles lost that game not because they're so much worse than the San Francisco 49ers. Not because they couldn't play with the San Francisco 49ers. None of that. It's because the Eagles made too many mistakes. They made too many mistakes from the coaching to the quarterback to the defense. There were too many mistakes at the wrong times. The wide receivers, I mean, it's a team game. It's a team loss. Field goal, you know what I mean? Think about it. The Eagles are up 3-0. Then you hit the bomb, right? Hurts, he hits Rager. Rager scores a touchdown, gets called back, he's out of bounds. It's a good call. It's not a touchdown. It's not a touchdown. However, to me, that's a mistake a young guy makes. Okay? I think a more veteran guy would make sure he was inbounds, would have known where that sideline is better, and he would have made sure he's in bounds. However, Rager made a mistake, but he still caught the ball, still scored a touchdown. Points taken off the board. In that series, the Eagles, they go to kick a field goal, it gets blocked. Okay? So you have 7 points taken off the board. You have another 3 points taken off the board in the same drive. In the same drive, you lose 10 points. You lose 10 points, okay? You lose the touchdown, then you lose the field goal. Okay? Then you have the Quez Watkins 91-yard catch. He goes down, and then you go first down, second down, third down, fourth down. And you, instead of kicking the field goal, you go ahead and you go for it. And then you run the Philly. You run the Philly. For what? You run it because you're trying to placate the crowd. I don't care what anybody tells me. I think that my cannoli eating gabagool dishing out coach, who I know he probably took the blood oath with the saint in his clan and something like that. I get it, man. We paisans. I get it. But he made a bad call. Should have took the points. Should have took the mother humping points. Would have been 6-0. Now, if they kick that field goal and get it, if they would have got the other one, it's 9-0. Now, I know you're saying, well, woulda, coulda, shoulda, and you're right. I'm not worried about the win. The point that I'm making is the Eagles had opportunities in that game to go up 10-0, to go up 13-0. They had opportunities and they didn't do it. They failed, which tells me this. It tells me the Eagles can play with the Niners. The Eagles can play with the Niners, and they went out and they did. And by their own mistakes, they lost the game. And if they can play with the Niners, they can play with the stinking Cowboys. That's what I'm saying. If this team can go play the Niners, who are supposed to be one of the better teams in the NFC, they can play with the Cowboys. The Niners are way better defensively than the Cowboys. I know you may be going, but it doesn't matter. It's week 2. I'm telling you, people said the Eagles are going to be horrible. We stink. We can't do anything. But the truth is we went and we destroyed Atlanta. And we beat ourselves in the San Francisco game. And that is taking nothing away from the 49ers. They are a good team, good defense, well coached. But I think every 49er would say, hey, look, the Eagles had opportunities early in that game. They had them on the ropes. They didn't take advantage. I think some of it was young player mistakes. I think Hurts wasn't perfect the whole game. But, that happens. He's only played, 6 games? I'm not going to kill the guy like he's a second or third year player when he's played 6 games. He's a rookie. He's got to learn these things. Rager, he learned a valuable lesson on that sideline. I hope Nick Sirianni learned a valuable lesson about taking points and about some of his play calling, because some of his play calling did not put Jalen Hurts in a good position to win. But the truth of the matter is, the Eagles played with the Niners. They only gave up, 17-11? They were in it, man. They were in it. And it tells me the Eagles can play with anybody in the NFC. Maybe the Bucs are too tough. Maybe the AFC Chiefs, we'll see. We're going to play them. But you can't tell me they can't go into Dallas and play with the Dallas Cowboys. You cannot tell me. I will not believe that. I do not believe that. I do not. I think they can go in and they can beat their ass. Dallas ain't no superpower. Dallas ain't shit. That's what I feel like. And I'm so sick of hearing about Dallas this, Dallas that. Dallas gonna get mother humping double moonwalk. That's what I want. That's what I want. And if Dallas beats us, then they beat us. We get up, we dust ourselves off, and then we go play another week. But I'm telling you right now, if the Eagles fix the mistakes that they made, go in there and play football, they can beat Dallas. I truly believe that. I believe it. I'm not saying it because they're the Eagles and they're the Cowboys. No, they can beat them. They can beat them. There's nothing out of the first 2 weeks that I've seen that tells me the Eagles can't play with these other teams. They can. They played with Atlanta. They dominated them. They played with San Francisco. They cost themselves that game versus San Francisco. They hurt themselves in that game. They fix those mistakes. They can go into Dallas and they can beat them. Dallas's defense is not as good as San Francisco. Maybe their offense is a little more high-powered, but I don't think their offensive line is going to be able to put up our defensive line. I'm just saying, I think the interior of that defensive line is going to get pressure. And if they get it up the middle, watch out, okay? I think Dallas has a really good offense. I think their defense stinks. I think the Eagles can throw the ball on them. I think they can run the ball on them. And if the coach comes up with a good game plan, fixes the mistakes, and these guys go out and don't make the same mistakes they did last week, they're going to go in there and I think they got a chance to win. So we'll see what happens. But I had to get that off my chest. Because all week I'm thinking, yeah, the Eagles lost to the Niners. That's true. It sucks to lose. I hate to lose. But man, they didn't go and get destroyed. They didn't get just beat up. No, the Eagles went out there and they had a chance to win the game. They had a chance to put points up early. They made their own mistakes, man. We beat ourselves. And the thing about beating yourself, let me tell you, you can fix those mistakes. If the Eagles just got dominated in every facet of the game, the whole game, I would say, yeah, they don't look good. But that's just not the reality. So maybe the Eagles aren't good enough to go into Dallas and win. Maybe they lose. Who knows? I'm not Nostradamus. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Saint Philly 500. I don't know. I think they're going to win. I had a dream, and I'm superstitious about dreams. But you can't tell me the Eagles have no chance to win this game. You can't tell me Dallas is just going to tear us apart. And any Cowboy fan, any player on the Cowboys that think that's going to happen, you're going to be proven really, really wrong. And get ready for a double moonwalking of the ass. My Eagles-Cowboys prediction video will be out Saturday. Sunday, triple header. We're streaming all day long. And then Monday night, of course, it's go time. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. I feel better now. And don't be a dingbat. I'll tell you, it's tough. It's tough sometimes, man, but sometimes things build up and you have to let it go, you know? And what I need from each and every one of you guys is to go to Mark Holmes' channel, go to his comments, and flood it. And tell him it's time to pony up, man. It's time to make the bet. Let's make it official. Philly 500's waiting. Why are you dragging this thing out? Are you scared to make a bet with Philly 500? Very simple. Let's get it done. Let's get this thing going. I'm ready for Monday night right now. Put a helmet on me. I'm ready to go. I'll go play right now. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.